We are on our way to Gloucester, and the reason being is because myself and my team are going to be speaking to young teenage girls about the importance of moving their body, health and wellness. The reason being is, I've always said it, there's a purpose for us being here, there's a purpose for Evolve You, there's a purpose for Honour, there's a purpose for me, and the bigger picture is helping young females move their bodies, educating them and potentially changing the rest of their lives. However, this is the first stage. This is so much bigger than all of us. So we aim to change minds, and we aim to change people's lives about how important moving their body truly is and the benefits that it will have for them in the long run. So I'm excited, I'm here with my team. I'm also nervous to speak to young teenage girls. I don't know how they're gonna find my speech. I don't know how they're gonna find this information that we give them, but all I know is this is what we have to do and what we want to do in order for us to make a true change to health and wellness to all women around the world, not just in the UK. If we cannot teach young people to prioritize their health and well-being, then we're not building them up for actually the future and what life is about to throw them. Because they think they understand life at the age of 15, 16, but really there's a lot coming, and we need to get them to the point where they've built resilience, discipline, habits, consistency, looking after their mind, their bodies. That's what matters, and that's what they'll always carry with them to protect themselves and look after themselves for the rest of their life. So no matter what happens, they'll always come back to moving their bodies, taking care of their minds. You know, these things are highly valuable things, and we're not teaching young people how sacred these things are.
We're just starting this journey. We're going
feeling it out.
Yeah, it's really the first stage. We're going to see what the school's like. We're gathering the data, and then we really want to start changing the perception in schools and really make a huge impact, global impact, on kids, and the benefits of moving their bodies and being healthy, and schools being part of that journey, and not just on paper, but really wanting to change that.
This is the next 10 years of my life, guys. So we've arrived at the school and we're just waiting to be let in because we have a scheduling time that we've been provided and allocated to help the young girls. So what we've also done is met up with our athlete from Honor Active, Hayley, who is going to be hosting the workout class. So I'm going to be giving the talk and I'm going to be doing the Q&A, and then Hayley will be doing the exercise part of things. So it switches it up and makes it a bit different. So we're so excited, and the team is just buzzing to meet young girls, and I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how they're gonna be, if they're gonna accept me or not, but got to keep it cool for the kids. Okay. We came here today to help you move your bodies, because I don't know about you, when I used to be in school, I found that PE was just not as, I don't know how to word it without, it's not everyone's thing, thank you miss. It's not everyone's thing, and I can't stress enough how important moving your body is, not only to look a certain way, which I know you guys all think about, but also it's going to change your life completely. So how many of you here are immigrants? Or refugees, or your parents are not from the UK? Okay, so am I. So I'm Albanian. So both my parents came in the back of a banana lorry. English was my second language. I couldn't speak English for the life of me. So I was the daughter of two immigrants. They had absolutely no money. And I think sometimes we forget how privileged we are to be living in the UK and how much accessibility you have. There's so many small little refugee girls, 15, 16-year-olds that do not even have the capability to walk outside and be safe.
How many of you have had exams this week? We've got exams coming up. Yeah, most of you? Okay, so exercise is an incredible way to release the exam stress I know that you're full of revision at the moment and you just want to go outside and live your life, but exercise is going to really help reduce anxiety, reduce your stress, and it's a great way to have a little break from your revision. We're just going to start with some high knee marching. So this is literally just marching on the spot, allowing our knees to come up higher than our hips. Exercise, so no jumping. Right. Beautiful.
So we thought to end today's session, if you had any questions for myself or even Hayley, any questions at all, life, career, fitness, anything, just go ahead. We're here to listen and help you, so nothing's off the table if you want to. Yes.
Okay, so you said that you graduated from university. What did you study?
Law.
Law. Did you have a plan to become a lawyer?
Yes and no. Like I really struggled in school. Like I hated maths. Oh my gosh. Like I hated it. Like I failed it 5 times. I failed it 5 times. I was in 6th form and I had to take it with all the kids that were like 4 years younger than me. It was super embarrassing. But anyway, we did it. And I never really liked school that much, but one thing I was always interested, I was always curious to learn about things outside of school for some reason. So with law, I just always found it very interesting to understand like why rules are made the way they are and who determines the rules and how the outcomes come about. Like who actually builds these rules? Like who are these people? So that's what sparked my interest.
Do you ever still like find it difficult to find the motivation to like just start a workout?
Oh my gosh, all the time. I was meant to go to the gym this morning, I didn't go. I was like, I'd rather stay in bed, it just feels so much nicer. You're gonna have this dream and you're gonna feel it in every inch of your body that you wanna make it happen. And so many people are gonna say you can't. And that's where you've gotta break free and be like, I definitely will and I definitely can. Right, you step. Come on, work it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
This is perfect.
It was so enjoyable. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, thank you so much for today.
Work it, gorgeous.
We should
So that was it. My brain right now is spiraling. Like everyone was like, why have you gone so quiet? And all I keep thinking about is how naive I was to think that it was gonna be enough to attend schools, give seminars, give classes, a few yoga mats, and then maybe continue it in other ways, and that would be enough. This is such a big project. I need to sit down, digest how we're going to truly make an impactful change to these young women's lives. They need so much support, so much help, but also importantly, so do the PE teachers. So do the teachers trying their best to do something. I was speaking to one of the teachers and I said, can I just understand even the PE uniform situation? Well, they have to wear a plain black legging. Okay, let us provide you with a plain black legging. Well, there's a lot more complexities to that. It can't be this, it can't be that, it can't be not squat proof, it can't be too tight. So my mind now is just spiraling on what can we do to offer free kits that are comfortable, functional, practical for these young girls. and what can we do for the PE teachers, what can we do for future generations to come, because it just doesn't, I didn't fathom how much we have to genuinely do to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. But how amazing is it to know that you're going to make a change, all of us together, and you're going to be the reason why young girls are feeling even more confident moving their bodies. So I'm going back to the office and we have a lot of work to do. Today we are at the second school for the Krissy Cela initiative, and I'm so excited because we're going to be looking after 30 to 40 young girls from the ages of 14 to 15, getting their bodies moving, helping them feel better and more confident in themselves. I've also been told that 2 specific girls are really struggling right now with the way they look and really unhappy with the way they look. So we're going to have some private talks with them, see how they're feeling, see how they're doing, and see what we can do to just better the way they feel about themselves. So Hayley's with me here again today. She's going to be doing the workout class. I'm going to be doing the talk. The girls have their yoga mats, their Evolve You bands, their water bottles, and the whole team is here supporting this vision and trying to just get as many young women moving their bodies as much as possible. So I'm excited. I own 2 companies with a bunch of other people. One of the companies is called Evolve You. You're on the yoga mats right now. This is a fitness app that supports many people move their bodies. And the other one is called Active. You're wearing it, so that is the active way you're wearing it. You have the opportunity to completely change your narrative and to completely change your life. And I know you may not think that right now because there's other things going on in your head, like exams, like boys, like girls, like this, like that. But I promise you, you can change your life, and you will change your life if you truly believe it.
Okay, so my name's Hayley. I am a fitness influencer, active athlete, and I used to be a PE teacher in a secondary school in Portsmouth. So, member of the PE group. So we're going to run through a wonderful full body workout, body weight, and we are going to introduce the bands also. Hands up if you've ever used one of these bands, one of these resistance bands. Oh. You're right of hands. Brilliant. So we're going to run through that because these are yours to take home. When I was a PE teacher, the girls weren't actually that enthusiastic about our PE lessons, as I can imagine sometimes you guys might not be. But when the girls left school, when they left year 10, 11, I would see them in the gym when they were 17, 18. So if you can get ahead of that, how incredible are you going to be when you're 17 and 18, okay? You're going to have all of that knowledge already, and you're going to be able to do all of the exercises, and you're going to be ahead of the game. So I'm not going to talk for any longer than that. We're going to warm up, but just quickly, why do we warm up? Put your hands up if you know why do we warm up. What's the point of warming up?
Come on, GCSE students.
Yes, exactly. You should know this. Physiologically, yes. So we don't hurt ourselves. Perfect. So we kind of limit injuries to make sure that we are obviously going to move our body, and we need to make sure the heart is pumping, the blood is going around the body, and we need to move the muscles that we're actually going to work out. So I want you to all pop up, standing up, and we're going to start a nice 5-minute warm up. Okay.
For that particular week, and that's obviously.
You're with one now. Yeah. I mean, I'm following your Instagram. Yeah. And then Sarah said you're. You have a cooking channel. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Thank you.
Every single young body in the UK just moving at least 3 times a week, you know? I don't know how we're going to do it, I don't know when it's going to happen, but That's my biggest dream, because then what's the point of doing what you're doing? You know?
It's just like a something.
Another school, another success. Oh, that was well nice. Seeing those young girls with smiles on their faces, moving their bodies. Hayley smashed it. Hayley used to be a PE teacher, so now she's going to be working on this with me. She doesn't even realise it. She's stuck with me
I'm
now.
in it for life, girl.
So
As soon as I saw the kids, they're amazing. They were so good here as well.
super good
Their
girls.
squats, they got it.
Really good girls, super inspired. They just felt like so thankful to also have someone speak to them about this, and you know, because they are going through their own struggles, and a lot of them have a lot of mental health issues. A lot of them have like they don't understand the benefits of physically moving their bodies and what it can do. So someone needs to do it. Someone needs to go out there, and of course it's like it's effort to do it. So that's why people are not doing it. But if we don't make a change, who will? So
And they've got to stop that comparison online, so we can teach them to be amazing.
I always knew I wanted to leave a mark on this world, and it wasn't just through the content that we've produced or, you know, the companies that we've all built together. It was an everlasting mark on the world that could potentially help my future daughter or son's lives and their children's lives and their children's lives. And it was something that I think is probably the most important thing that we need to consider in the world, and that is our younger generation's mental and physical health, right? More and more young adults are becoming more and more depressed. More and more young adults are becoming less and less active, especially in the UK. We want to set up our younger generation to be the best that they can ever be, yet we're not starting with a prevention, we're just thinking about the cures. So it was simple to me. I love fitness. I'm an advocate for wellness. I'm an advocate for health. I'm an advocate for strength training. I have quite literally built my entire name around strength training, and you know, whether it's a booty workout or not, it's still fundamentally picking up a weight and showing women and men that they can and they deserve to feel free and strong through exercise. So why would I not apply the same principles to the younger generation? So the first thing we wanted to do was focus on underprivileged areas and underprivileged schools. It just made complete sense, because when you are underprivileged, you don't have certain accesses and you don't have certain privileges, and you also don't have certain amenities. And also a lot of these young girls also come from immigrant backgrounds, which is very touching to me as I'm an immigrant myself. And their mums and dads don't really have an understanding for physical education either, so it's not something that's embedded in them. It was really challenging because, you know, we were trying to help them understand, and a lot of girls were so engaged and so happy to have someone external come in and show them how to do certain exercises. And it was such a privilege to also provide them a free PE kit with Honor Active, and also free yoga mats with Evolve You. And they were just so excited to have something that could motivate them to actually go and participate in physical education. Every PE teacher that I spoke to wants to change. They want it just as much as me. Every PE teacher that was part of this little course that we did was just so excited to help these young adults. And you know, we had PE teachers crying because they were like, we want to do more, but we don't know where to start. We don't know what should be done. And it was such a beautiful shock to see that young girls did want to participate. They do want to move their bodies. They do deserve to feel confident. They just haven't been taught how to. There's also a big piece around educating them on the privileges of moving their bodies and what it can do for their life in general. What eating healthier can do, what moving their body for 30 minutes 3 times a week can do, what even picking up a set of dumbbells can do for their overall development. At such a young age, we need to start considering these. And also the biggest thing was providing them with a sports bra that fitted them. Now, young girls are expected to run around in rounders and netballs, holding their boobs or wearing their bras, their regular bras, and then wearing a top over. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So how can we expect them to feel confident when they're supporting them and helping them feel confident in movement? I thought physical education had changed since I left school. I remember being provided the options of rounders or netball, and I didn't want to do either. I wasn't passionate about either. I did not even want to do PE. I always refused to do it, always found an excuse. I didn't like the kits that we were provided. I didn't like the movements that we were taught. And I remember it wasn't just me, it was probably more than 50% of other girls around me and guys that just didn't want to do it. So then when we went to schools this year, still, it was the same narrative. Girls didn't want to do PE. They did not want to participate in those sports. And then when I got the opportunity to speak to them and say, well, who inspires you? Like, what do you like doing? A lot of them said dance. A lot of them said, oh, I actually do like challenges I found on YouTube. These are 14-year-old girls, you know, they want to move, but they just don't want to do the curriculum that's provided thus far. The principles of moving your body and the principles of health and wellness are discipline, consistency, habit building, resilience, confidence. Do we not want every single young adult to have those 5 key fundamental points in order to help them succeed in all elements of their life? Any hurdles that they overcome, discipline to get them through university and a higher education, or even discipline to even get through hurdles in life, which they're going to face because that's life. I want every young adult to know that they deserve to feel confident, they deserve to be happy, and they deserve to be healthy. And those are really important factors of just sustaining a normal, healthy, happy life. And I think it starts at such a young age because then they can habit build for the rest of their life. And also I don't want them getting to, 20 or 30 and then stepping foot into the gym and feeling really overwhelmed, because I work with a lot of more mature adults, right? I work with women varying from 20 to 50 years old. And I get older women who are like, I've never been in the gym. And when I am in the gym, I'm so overwhelmed because I've always only did rounders or netball in school, and I don't even know what to do. And they feel like they're restarting their whole fitness journey again, there's nothing wrong with that. But I want younger people to step foot into the gym and feel much more confident and sure of themselves. And also what that will enable as well is them not to compare themselves to what they see online and who's around them, but to understand that their body is their home. They need to take care of it. They need to love and accept it. And through physical exercise, it's going to better their confidence in the long run.